Josh being obviously frustrated. On a scale of 1 to 10, how frustrated and why?
I mean, I'm frustrated no matter when we lose. I'm always frustrated. So if you lose a game, it's frustration. You know, congrats to Brisbane on a big win. They thoroughly just beat us badly in the second half. 68 points is really embarrassing. We forced 12 turnovers in the first half, and we forced 2 in the second. I just told the guys in the locker room, you know, it's just discipline. It's defensive discipline. You know, you're not going to win games giving up 116 points and 68 in the second half. So we got to be better. Yeah, it is frustrating, but on to the next one.
Yeah. What was the vibe you feel with the team after the game? You feel there's a lot of hurt there, knowing that, you know, up 15, the game was sort of in your hands there. Could you see the sort of
well, we did the same thing. That's the other thing. You know, we didn't learn our lesson against Cairns. We got lucky. It's almost a carbon copy of what happened against Cairns the other night. We had a big lead early in the third quarter, and we let them take the lead. I think they went up by 7, and we found a way to win that game. We were at home, which might have helped some, but you just can't do that. You can't go up 15 and think the game's over. You got to stick to the game plan. Stick to making guys uncomfortable. You know, this team's too good. Guys in this league are too good to just let them maneuver and get to do whatever they want. And when you allow guys to do whatever they want, that's what happens. And this team's obviously riding the wave right now. They're playing really good basketball. And I thought we did an okay job. I didn't think we did a great job in the first half. We just made shots. We scored 59 points. We still allowed 48, which in my opinion is still way too many. But, yeah, we didn't learn our lesson from the other night, I guess, is to answer your question.
What do you put that defensive stuff down to? First number that jumps out is defensive rating 136. What do you put that is it? Did they just make shots against Melbourne? It felt like they just made shots.
Well, I mean, you have to make the shots, but it's how open are they? I thought, again, forcing 12 turnovers. You got to make guys work to bring the ball across half court. You can't let them get into their sets. They run good actions. They got guys that are, you know, Prather's playing at a. Again, it's about closing guys and making them feel you on defense. You know, Prather, we have a hand up, but we're 2 meters off of him. That's not defense. So, yeah, you got to make guys feel you on defense, and we didn't do that clearly in the second half. And then once a team gets rolling, it's like a tidal wave, right? Like snowball, snowball, snowball. The snowball gets bigger, and then there's a lot. You know, they get momentum, and we get spinning, and yeah, that's what happened tonight.
What's the challenge of going up against a team that has their 3 imports and 3 elite, high-level shot creators? You know, they can attack you in different areas. What's the challenge there?
That is the challenge. Kind of, you're answering. I mean, yeah, you know, I know these guys well. Cook was in the league I played in last year. So was Bateman. He was in Israel last year, but he was in the same league, a team in Germany called Krausheim that's right down the road from where I was coaching. So know them well. They're big-time scorers. And then obviously Prather is playing at a high clip, but then Harrison's had our number 2. He's a really good player, and they got other guys. You know, a guy like White comes off the bench. That's what good teams do, though. They find certain guys to step up each night, and we're a good team. We're a good team. Like I said, we had these guys down 15. I thought we lost our defensive concentration, though. It's all about concentration and focus, and that's what it comes down to. And I didn't think we stayed focused on what our job was, especially when we were down. When we were up 15. So that's probably where we'll start the film review tomorrow. We'll just start it when it was 63-48, and we'll see how our focus was.
Why do you think that is?
Because we're human. We're all humans. We're animals. We like to relax. We like to be comfortable. And
that's what happened.
Yeah, we got comfortable, and we allowed them to be comfortable. That's what happened. If you want to just keep it simple.
Were you at all surprised? I know you said you live near the Keontae Cook overseas, but were you at all surprised to see sort of them firing on all cylinders? You know, it hasn't happened all year really yet, where all other than last week against United, where they have. I know you don't want to talk too much about the Bullets, but were you at all surprised that, you know, they have that many scorers that could just sort of take over?
No, they're playing good basketball. I'm not surprised at all that this was going to be a tough game. Again. I mean, they beat us the first time we played them, so we know what they have. And then they won 2 big games last weekend. I think had won 3 in a row coming into this game, if I'm not mistaken. 2 in a row.
3 tonight,
Yeah. So now they've won 3 in a row. Yeah, when teams, they got the momentum, and they're at home. So not surprised about that. But I'm just disappointed in our focus from the time that we were up, because I thought we were playing a really good basketball game. But that's kind of how momentum can shift, and when you lose your focus, that's what happens. I apologize to Matt Kenyon in the locker room in front of the guys, because I preach defense all the time, and he's a really good defender, and he played 0 minutes tonight. So I tell the guys all the time that coaches make more mistakes than the players, and that was a huge mistake on my end by not allowing him to get in the game and try to maybe help us out defensively.
On the other end, are you largely happy with what you saw offensively? You've got basically 60-40 splits.
If we don't turn the ball over, I think we had this conversation after Cairns. I'm going to give you strategy. If we don't turn the ball over, you're going to get open shots. Those are going to be there, and I'm confident in our guys. When they get open shots, they're going to make them. We scored 108 points. So if we just played a hair of defense tonight, we win the game. So yeah, I'm happy with our offense. We had 21 assists. We moved it well. We had 59 again at the half. We had 63 the other night at the half. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So we had I don't know how many points we had. I'm bad at math. I don't know how many we had in the second. 49. I'm just really annoyed by our defense.
Coach, Matt Hurt played excellent tonight. Do you know his contract status for next year?
I mean, he's like most imports. He's on a one.
Season?
As far as I know.
As far as you know.
Yeah. I mean,
based off tonight's efforts, is he a player that you'd want to have back next season? I feel like, when Brizzy fired in the second half, just from the get-go until the end, he was great. Just sort of seamlessly really good, very efficient as a coach. Surely he's a player that you'd want to lock down.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to, a lot of that's going to be determined by, Matt after the season, like every import. I mean, it's, they go back, they evaluate. NBL is a great league, but I'm sure, Matt's going to talk to his people and see. And then I'm sure, hopefully we will get first crack if he wants to stay in the NBL. But, I'm just more worried about, how he's ready to go for the next game. And I'm sure he is, too. I'm sure he's not so much focused on next year yet.
Do you have any update on Derek?
He's back. Well, he should be back for who do we got next? Melbourne United. The showdown, right? Is it the showdown? Throwdown. Showdown. The throwdown. Showdown. No, he should be back. I think he will be back. Had just a bad bout with the flu, unfortunately. So yeah.
Last one from me. A lot of people thought that Nathan Sobey might come into this building and maybe play with a bit too much juice.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like he was largely controlled and played with himself. What did you make of his performance?
I thought Nathan was fine. Sobes is good. He's a leader. I mean, again, I thought offensively we had a lot of good performances. We've got to get back and really see where our breakdowns were on defense. I can't say it was just one person, But yeah, Sobes had offensively a fine game. I think a lot of guys offensively had a fine game. It's, again, that 1-1-6 number that I'm staring at right now, and in particularly 68 points in this back-to-back 34-point quarters is just tough for me to look at right now.
So we'll just, Chris.
Yeah, John, I know you've talked a lot about Foxy the last couple of weeks, but again tonight he has a significant impact on this game for somebody so young. He plays 20 minutes, he has 20 points, doesn't miss a shot, 5 assists, and he's got your best plus-minus on the team. I mean, can you just talk a little bit about how impressed you are with what he's doing right now?
I think you just answered my own question. Now, Foxy's awesome, man. He's, again, I said this, I don't know. He's my type of guy, man. I'm glad you mentioned plus-minus. It's not, you can't always look at it from one game to one game, but I do look at the plus-minus. Yeah, when he was in the game tonight, we won. He's just so tough, man, and he plays on both sides of the ball. I think he's getting more confident on offense. Obviously, when you're 7 for 7, that's a perfect night on offense. But I think defensively he was great. I thought, even as every time he's on the floor, it's just a joy to watch because he plays with just so much heart and so much hustle. And that's what I want from all of my players. Just, heart and hustle, man, and that's what Foxy brings to the table for us. And he's fun to coach, and he's fun to be around, and he brings it every single day. So yeah, man, I'm pumped that he's on my side.
On Sunday, your first taste of the throwdown or the showdown, you can call it whatever you like, but your first taste of it, what are you expecting once you get back home on Sunday?
I hope a sold out crowd. It's our home game, I believe. I hope I don't got that right. I think it's our home game. Hopefully,
It is.
it's our home game. It is. I was gonna say I was 97.8% sure. Yeah, no, I hope it's a sellout. We've been playing some pretty good ball. We've been playing well at home. We need our fans to give us that extra boost. Melbourne is obviously United is a really good basketball team, and if we want to win this game, we're gonna have to be much better on defense on Sunday, and we're gonna have to be much better on both sides of the ball, especially that defensive side.
Thanks very
Yep.
No, thank you.
Cheers, coach.